Hello, and welcome to Old Toy, New Joy, the show where I share with you my previously enjoyed toys I've purchased from online sources, thrift stores, and collectors' shows that once belonged to someone else. Well, this just came in the mail. I ordered it a couple days ago. I found something I've been looking for quite a while on eBay. So without further ado, let's open her up. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Come on. Do you know what this is? Well, it's a G.I. Joe action figure. And I had one just like it when I was a boy, and then it went missing. And I've wanted one ever since. I saw it on eBay. I thought I'd grab it. Let's take a look at my handy dandy G.I. Joe action figure guide and see if we can identify this guy. So this is one of the many handy dandy toy guides that I have. Several of them were written by Mark Bellomo, who is a leading vintage toy expert. It's called The Ultimate Guide to G.I. Joe from 1982 to 1994, 3rd edition. Goes by year, and under 1986, there's our Hawk action figure. So I never had this new. I remember I either bought or traded for this figure from another young lad back in the mid to late 1980s. This is Hawk G.I. Joe Commander. This is the second release of Hawk. He came out of 2 or 3 years earlier, and he was quite different. So let's see what we say here. So Hawk was the original field commander of the G.I. Joe team, and this incarnation of the character was the first to show him as he was portrayed on the Sunbow cartoon. So that's that after-school cartoon of G.I. Joe that they played when I was a kid, and I watched it every day after school. I loved that show. In the animated program, Hawk was reintroduced to the G.I. Joe canon because of his promotion to Brigadier General. So he came with a couple other accessories. I don't have them, but I've got his helmet. I think that's his original helmet. I know the toy that I had a different helmet on him, just something that I'd found elsewhere. And I think back in the day, mint in the pack at the store, he would have cost probably $2 or $3. But as you can see here, mint on card, anywhere from up to $125. Could be a lot more actually. And mint loose with everything complete, $12 to $24. I paid $7 for this guy. I don't usually talk about price, but I was happy with this, with the price with this guy, because he's been more when I see him at collector's shows. He costs more. So sometimes eBay is the best way to go. And the dealer wasn't that far away. This arrived in just a couple days. I was actually really surprised. I just got it about a half hour ago. And let's just give him a quick inspection here. So some paint loss on the hair. That happened every time you put on and pull off the helmet. That's going to happen a little bit. Thumbs are intact, which is actually pretty good because a lot of G.I. Joes out there, they lose their thumbs, especially when children are jamming the weapons into their hands. This crotch piece here is intact. I know on mine, it was broken. So this toy is in better shape than my original toy. And back looks good. I like this outfit. Kind of reminds me of what some of the characters were wearing in the great World War II movies of the 50s and 60s, like Battle of the Bulge. Sort of that World War II kind of bomber jacket look, the camo pants. Because especially by 1986, some of the G.I. Joes were quite colorful and almost ridiculous looking in their outfits. Very retro or modern. I like this look. And this is the main reason I purchased from a particular dealer. The Hawk G.I. Joe action figure was just sort of a bonus find. This is what I was really after. And this, of course, is a Transformer. And like the Hawk action figure, I had this Transformer when I was a child. I did get mine mint in the package. I remember, I think I had $20 from my grandmother for Christmas or my birthday or something, and I went to the toy store all excited and I was going to buy a Transformer. And this was the one that I ended up purchasing. And I lost the original. So I don't know what happened to him. My sister has a lot of my toys and things, but this she does not have. I don't know what happened to it. I guess it was tossed away. So I was very happy to find it. And again, I don't really talk about price, but I paid $15 for this one. It was a lot more, and the seller decided to take 40% off for me. He really wanted to get rid of it, and it has a few of the accessories. So let's take a look at my handy dandy price guide and see if we can find out a little bit more about this guy. So here we have another excellent book by toy expert Mark Bellomo, or Bellamo, however you want to say it. The Ultimate Guide to Vintage Transformers Action Figures. Lots of great information, colorful pictures. So let's take a look. Here's my guy. So yes, this one's from 1985, and his name is Hoist, and he is an Autobot. No exceptions. All Autobots must submit to his maintenance schedule. Knows that they must operate at peak efficiency in battle. Jovial, enjoys job, and is good at it. Will find any problem from engine overhaul to smallest leaky gasket. As tow truck hauls 40,000 pounds. As robot very strong. Launches heat-seeking missiles from wrist sockets. Full spectrum multi-sensor behind his head. Determines an object's composition, density, tensile strength, energy properties. So again, I think I originally paid about $16 back in 1986 for this toy from the department store. And he goes for a lot more if you still have them in the package, $300 or $400, if you can even find them. These days on eBay, if you're going to find them in a box, it's going to be a reissue, as with most Transformers. So here's the easily lost accessories. So the fists are gone on this one, but there's two of those little missiles that'll fit in the hand sockets. We're going to transform them in just a moment. We'll take a look. And I've got one of those, I've got that, I've got one of those, two of these, don't have that anymore, don't have these. So still, for $15 to get him with some of his accessories and no broken parts. We got his beautiful rubber tires here. Arms and legs and head and everything, I believe, is intact. I haven't transformed him yet, so this will be the premiere, but I thought it was a good deal. And it looks like the seller threw in a couple pieces from the original box. So this is sort of the meter that tells you their strength and intelligence, their rank, firepower, all that. I never really understood how to read this. I think, if I remember correctly, when you bought a Transformer, you often got this red cellophane piece of paper or plastic that you put over this chart, and it would help you read it. That seems familiar to me. And then here's an illustration of how he transforms from tow truck to Autobot. And you know what? He's a cool looking Autobot. One of the more colorful ones. I like the green. One of the more exciting looking Transformers. And I also got this. Okay, so here's some instructions here. Some of the Transformers were tricky. I don't remember this one being overly tricky to transform. Well, there you go. There's a decoder. Study your Transformer's tech specs. Each Transformer has different levels of strength, speed, skill, etc. Clip the bio card and tech specs from the package. Use the special red decoder enclosed to decipher the specs. Just lay it over the graph. So I'll have to come up with something on my own to see if I can do that later. Okay, so according to the step-by-step instructions, the first thing to do is to pull out the legs and drop the feet. And then the arms. Boy, this brings back a lot of memories. Fold back the toe platform, bring up the head, and there's really not much to it. You can pop these in. They actually go in. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, and they still shoot. That's cool. So the little springs inside are still active. And there's Hoist. Again, very easy to transform, but good looking Autobot nonetheless for one that's so simple. I came close to buying the reissue because I was really missing him, and then I saw, oh, I can get an original for much less, and I'd rather always have the original G1 Transformers than the reissues. Just better made, heavier, more metal than plastic, great rubber tires. Often you get these hollow plastic tires with new Transformers, so I wasn't sure what I was going to get with the reissue. I'm very happy. This brings back a lot of memories. So thank you for letting me share with you my newly acquired Hoist and Hawk action figures from the mid-1980s. I really have fun talking about these, and I was very happy to share the experience with you. If you liked the video, please like the video, and we'll keep them coming. So this is your Toy Whisperer signing off for now. From Old Toy, New Joy.